Hello everyone and welcome back to the Awesome Vapours YouTube channel. I'm Taylor and today we're going to be going through my picks of the top 5 mouth-to-lung devices. Now this list will be in no particular order, it's just a collection of my favourites that we sell at Oxford Vapours. So the first one that comes up isn't necessarily the worst or the last one the best. There's a mixture of devices in this, the things from pods to full kits and everything in between. So first up we have a new addition called the Innokin Klypse. Now this is a closed pod device that offers 700 milliamp hours of battery. It comes with 0.8 ohm pods that run about 15 watts. It offers USB Type-C charging and comes equipped with a top cap, which I know is something that a lot of people have been asking for a long time, and this device comes with one. And one of my favourite points about it is it's only £12 for the kit, which is absolutely amazing value for such a great device. This is actually my favourite of the 5 on the list. I've bought one myself recently and they are absolutely brilliant. The flavour on them is amazing. The coils are really good. I've had mine in now for about a week and it's still going strong. I've no need to think about changing it yet. And all for £12. I mean, how can I argue with that? On the other end of the scale, we have the Aspire Zelos 3 kit. Now this is a more traditional mod and tank setup, offering a lot more battery life than the pod, but that would be expected. So this offers 3,200 milliamp hours of battery, which is the biggest on this list. It comes with the Nautilus 3 tank, which I'm a big lover of anything under the Nautilus name. I think they're really good. The coils are fantastic. I use the 0.7 mesh coils myself and have loved them for over a year now. I've been using them and they've never put a foot wrong for me. They're very long lasting, very good flavour, and that's what I use on my day-to-day devices. The mod actually offers an 80 watt maximum output as well, so it gives you that versatility that if you want to move away from mouth-to-lung vaping and onto something a little bit stronger, you have the ability to do that, which obviously a lot of kits don't offer. It is infinitely adjustable up to 80 watts, so you can use pretty much any tank you want. Also, as an added bonus, it uses USB Type-C like the Klypse before, which is obviously a better way of charging than the old micro USB. But unlike the Klypse, it does offer 2 amp charging as well. Next up we have the T22 Pro from Innokin. This is a 3,000 milliamp hour kit, again similar to the Zelos in that it's a mod and tank arrangement. However, this one is slightly different in that the mod only comes with 4 preset powers rather than the infinite adjustment that the Zelos offers. So the powers that it runs at are 9.5, 11, 12.5 and 13.5 watts. So on the lower end, it's certainly a very low powered, very tight draw device, the T22. It comes with both types of the T18E coils, which are the 1.5, which are the original ones, and the 1.7s, which were new for this device, which offer a slightly different coil setup, and they look quite different as well. Just a word of advice, don't remove the rubber cap off the 1.7s, it's supposed to be there. The T18 Pro tank is very much an evolution of the original T18E tank in that it still uses the very bottom of the tank to let air into the coil, which allows for a very tight draw. The downside of it is you can't really use the tank on many other devices because it relies on grooves cut into the 510 connection on the mod in order to work, and most mods don't have this feature. Next up and back to pods, we have the Voopoo Seal. Now this is a 1200 milliamp hour battery, so bigger than the Klypse, but a lot smaller than the other 2 we've spoken about. Offers USB Type-C charging again, and comes with 2 coils. These coils are 0.8 called a TM2, and a 1.2 ohm called a TR1. It has between 5 and 40 watts of output, but with the battery life that it offers, I really wouldn't be running more than 20, 25, otherwise your battery life isn't going to last very long. One other upside of this device is that it does offer a water and dust resistance. If you ever get one in your hands, you'll feel it. It's almost rubbery on the outside, and the charging port is actually plugged in. There's a plug that you have to pull out in order to charge the device, and all that means is that it's a lot harder for water and dust and things to get in. However, in some cases the seal is actually a lot more like the Zelos than it is the Klypse, because it does have an infinite adjustment. It has a screen, full display, so it has a few more features than even the T22. So that, again, it's quite different, but it is still a pod device. It is still lower powered, but it does give you a little bit more versatility, even though I wouldn't be running too high on it. And finally, we have the Vaporesso XROS 2. This offers 1000 mAh of battery and is a closed pod device, much like the Klypse, so that you don't change the coils, you just replace the pods when they burn out. 1000 mAh is obviously a little bit more than the Klypse, but it is quite a lot longer than the Klypse. So the Klypse you wouldn't notice so much in your pocket, whereas this is a little bit more sizable and therefore a little bit less pocket friendly. There's 2 pods available for this, unlike the Klypse where there's only one. So these pods are a 1.2, which is a standard coil, and a 0.8, which is a mesh coil. And these are distinguishable by the colour of the bottom of them. So the 1.2 is a black bottom, and the 0.8 is a red bottom. It also has a lovely filling mechanism where you snap the top of the pod off and fill through the little valve. It stops it from leaking, which is really good. There's very little leakage with any of these devices, but also the Vaporesso. And again, flavour on, especially on the mesh coil, is fantastic. Good vapour production, a really good kit all round. So those were my picks for the top 5 mouth to lung vaping devices. Did you agree with me? Do you have another favourite device? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see what sort of mouth to lung devices you really like to use. But either way, leave a like, comment and subscribe to our channel. And with that said, I've been Taylor, this is Oxford Vapours, and we'll see you very soon.